welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tuesday night, night 2 of the 2019 DOB Advantage Xtreme Lubricants 410 Knoxville Nationals. Night 1 in the books. Last night we had 30 cars of our 90 entries in. We have a possible 45 of those entries for tonight. And there will be a star-studded lineup. No doubt about it. Monday night, not a normal night for the DOB Racing League, which meant that people had other commitments. They have other leagues that they race in on Monday nights, things like that. So a lot of the drivers that we normally see in DOB competition had requested to be put into tonight's event. So a lot of the top guys that we're used to seeing, you're going to see tonight. Which, I guarantee you, we have got one of the best lineups there is here for tonight's event. We are live on twitch.tv/elbowsuptv, live on the DOB Facebook and YouTube pages. No crippling internet woes to start off the evening. I swear to God, that is so extremely frustrating. It's not even funny. We'll be moving September 1st back to Comcast land, where I can get real internet and not plug it into a damn tree. And I'm so excited about that because tree internet is doo-doo. That's about as nice I could be. Right now, it is Tyler Schell, Kyle Sosnowski, Ernie Williams Jr., Kevin Click, and Zane Scott. Your top 5 in hot laps. We've got 2.5 minutes before we get going with qualifications. Watching Tyler Henselman and Zane Scott working the racetrack right now. Zane currently 5th quick. A lot of special paint schemes on these cars. Big event for everybody involved. That is Black Diamond driver Ernie Williams Jr. on track right now. Ernie is 3rd quick right now. See him working the slick, working the slider line, trying to find out where he can go. Weston Newell calling a Tyler Henselman victory tonight. Weston racing last night. Ran into a little bit of problems in the heat race. You have to remind me, Weston, did you get that thing turned around last night? I can't remember how the feature went. Only one caution in the feature, so things were back and forth up front. everything loaded in right now. Trading paints catching up. Tenth in points. So not likely to be locked in, huh? You'd need some guys to do goofy stuff tonight. Although, I will say, the more competitive a field is, the more likely it is that you won't score as many points. I mean, we got complete inverts of the heats. So the guys that qualify well are going to start in the back of their heat races. Basically the same number of entries that we saw last night. Looks like we had 31, which, you know, it's just going to depend on how guys do there. Was that Henselman? Zane Scott should be our first qualifier. We are now in the qualifying session. It is single car qualifying here tonight. Zane Scott, Team SETI driver. Driver of the 37 Cognitive Warriors machine. Cognitive Warriors, a organization that supports mental health for current and former U.S. military men and women. Zane Scott, 16.071, lap number 1. Lap number 2, let's see if he can do any better here. Not going to happen, so 16.071, our current target here. And he's going to make way for his teammate in the 25C, Kevin Click. Kevin's lap number 1, a 15.813, 15.818 now that it's updated. P1 for Kevin. Second lap, not going to be any quicker. Pretty consistent 2 laps there. But not any quicker. Now on to the speedway. The 10 of Kyle Sosnowski. Sosnowski with a good lap. 15.860. Lap number 1 for Sosnowski. Zardul's getting his team name wrong in the Twitch chat. Lap number 2, little better. 15.831 for Sosnowski. That's second quick. Here comes one of those retro paint schemes. Billy Rowley in the Team SETI machine, sporting a vintage Brad Doty scheme. Plain wings and all. Rowley's lap number 1, 15.970. See what Billy can do here on lap number 2. Zardul's the team owner, too. He can't even say his own team name right, and he's the one that made it. Not any better on lap number 2 for Billy, so third place he goes. And now on to the track. Joshua Steinke in the Black Diamond 80. Ultimate Dirt TV sponsor. One 5.835, lap number 1 for Joshua Steinke. Last year's DOB 360 champ. Third quick right now. Now, here we go. Quick time for Joshua Steinke, 1:05.797. He puts that Black Diamond 80 at the top of the timesheets. He makes way for his teammate in the 91, Ernie Williams Jr. Williams, one of the best at Knoxville, 1:05.853, Ernie's lap number 1. Puts him 4th at the moment. Can he do any better here on lap number 2? Not gonna happen. So Ernie settling for 4th provisionally. And now, another special paint scheme. Nothing retro about this one, however. It is the 16-year-old Tyler Shell, driver for Elbows Up Sim Sport. If you can't see, let me see if I can get a closer look here. That is a special Gumby paint scheme. See Gumby there on the wing. Tyler somehow getting the Gumby nickname. Young guy who likely has no idea what the hell a Gumby is. 1:05.944 for Tyler Shell. That puts him 5th provisionally. And Josh Close now on to the speedway. Take a look at our weather conditions. Right now, 75 degrees. Very similar to what we saw last night, condition-wise. 16.079 was lap number 1. He either doubled it or, wow, I mean, that was very, very similar lap times right there. 8th for Josh Close. Here comes Jacob Fields. This was a driver who was real competitive in the 360 Knoxville Nationals a few weeks back. Jacob, 1:05.931, lap number 1. Driver of the 007. Off of turn 4. Let's see if he can improve at all. Not going to happen this time. So, provisionally 5th for Jacob Fields. And now, Weston Newell's pick for victory here tonight. It's Tyler Henselman. Weston says that he's super tall and skinny, so that's the idea on Tyler Shell being Gumby. 16.325 for Tyler, lap number 1. I just think it's funny, being as young as he is. I mean, Gumby was almost on its outs when I was a kid. Now, Dylan Workman on the track. Special scheme on that car, 09. 15.974, lap number 1. That's 8th quick for Dylan Workman. This track's starting to go away a little bit. These guys are going to start searching around here. Still a lot of fast drivers to go. One 6.022 was lap number 2 for Workman. So no improvement there on his second lap. Jeffrey Stewart. Driver for Elbows Up Sim Sport, lap number 1, 15.969. Brand new BS Air paint scheme on that car. Can't remember what the name of the plane is that car is modeled after. Second lap quicker, 15.905. P5 for Jeffrey Stewart. Very good qualifying session for him there. Now onto the track in the 908 is Ryan Pace. Ryan Pace working the inside of the racetrack there, through the slick a little bit, had a little bit of an issue. This time he's going to utilize the slider line. 16.192 for Pace. Looking to better that time here on lap number 2. Can he do it? He does. 16.053. Ryan Pace settles into 10th place provisionally. Another special paint scheme here. Nathan Davis in the Black Diamond 36. It's kind of hard to tell with that. I mean, is this a Sammy Swindell paint? Or are we looking at a Doug Wolfgang paint? I could go either way with it. Somebody help me out. Davis with a 1.5.948. He's going to better it on lap 2. Lap 2, 1.5918. Put him 7th quick at the moment. Now on to the speedway. The Kinzer Sim Team driver, Braden Eiler. Eiler's lap number 1, 1.5.869. Real good lap, settling him in 5th. Quickest driver we've seen since the opening qualifying group. Second lap, not any quicker. Actually, only 1/1000th of a second off of his first lap. P5 for Braden Eiler. Very good stuff. Here's another elbows up Sim Sport driver here in the 98, James Tiernan. James Tiernan has taken a victory here at the Knoxville Raceway and DOB competition this season. 6th quick for Tiernan on lap number 1, 1.5.888. Can't remember which scheme this was. This is a retro IndyCar scheme. I don't think it's the... Is it the Poncho Carter? He was battling that about, trying to figure out which one he was going to go with. Might be the Poncho Carter car. Bryce Bailey on track now in the 2 car. Bailey been running very good in recent weeks. 1.5.992 lap number 1 for Bryce Bailey. Second lap's quicker. But, okay, there it comes in. 1.5.897 for Bryce Bailey. That's good enough for 7th quick. Well, we've had 3 guys back to back to back who've been able to put together really good laps. And here's a guy who's got the ability to put together a good lap in a 74. Swindell Speed Lab machine. It's Adam Elby. Yeah, that's what I thought, Dave. Then he typically does old IndyCar schemes, but that would be an old sprint car scheme there. 1.5.952 for Adam Elby, lap number 1. Second lap quicker, 1.5.904, put him 8th quick at the moment. Yeah, when he drove for the bopper. Doing battle with, oh, Jesus. Not Big, yeah, Bigelow. Bigelow was his, nemesis. There we go, now we found it. Kendall Tucker. Out on the speedway. Swindell Speed Lab driver here. Lap number 2. Or number 1 in the books. 1.5.915 for Kendall Tucker. Actually, that was lap number 2. Looks like he lost count there. He was still going for it there. Now, John Bragman. The 17. Going to hit the track. I was lucky enough to get an interview with Tom Bigelow when we were doing the WF Open Wheel podcast live in Richmond, Indiana. We got Bigelow, got to sit down with him, talk some old racing stories, get his take on what it was like to qualify an IndyCar back in the 80s. Bettenhausen, that was the guy I forgot. Craig Dunn now in the Team SETI machine. Bragman's first lap was his quickest, 16.055. Now Craig Dunn, Team SETI driver. One 6.045 for Dunny on lap number 1. Lap number 2 going to be quite a bit quicker. 15.894, 7th quick for Dunn. Another special paint scheme out there doing battle. Working out pretty good so far. Brett Strickler. Dave Blaney sim team on track now. 15.995 lap number 1 for Brett Strickler. Only good enough for 17th, man. Everybody really, really close. The top of the timesheets here. Now, 6th quick for Strickler. 15.874. Fantastic second lap. Gonna make way here for Jonathan Lowe. Lowe, driver of the 20 machine. Special DOB livery on. 16.059, 20th quick right now for Lowe. Lap number 2. 16.174, not going to improve. Now, another Team SETI driver. In the 22, it is Mason Hannigan. Mason, son of the Hurricane Randy Hannigan. Driver that is quite feared around the Knoxville Raceway. He's going to look to replicate that in virtual form here. 16.123 for Mason Hannigan. Lap number 1. Second lap, 16.042. 18th quick for Mason. And now another Black Diamond machine. It's Sean Wallenfels Jr. Wallenfels. This time in the 24 car, 16.105. Wallenfels lap number 1. Black Diamond got a lot of cars up front right now. Sean looking to join him. Second lap's going to be quicker, but not by a lot. 16.089. No improvement there on position. 24th quick for Mr. Wallenfels. Now Trey Schmidt on the speedway. Weston says Henselman in the catbird seat. He's, yeah, this is a complete invert on the heat races. 16.017 for Trey Schmidt in a fantastic looking car. That car is nice and clean. I like that. See what he can do here in lap number 2. Not going to do any better there. So 18th quick for Trey Schmidt. He makes way for Jason Randolph in the 47. Yeah, it's funny, Zardul. Mason, when we are in the league, is always marked by his own name, but I believe the account is under Randy's name, so it normally confuses me. At least I recognized it here tonight. Jason Randolph with a 16.120. Lap number 1, lap number 2 now crossing the line a little bit better. 16.112, 26th quick. Now, we move on to another Kinzer Sim Team driver. This guy put on a show in the 360 Knoxville Nationals a couple weeks back. Alex Smolders on the track. 16.054 for Alex, lap number 1. Currently 21st quick. Crossing the line here on lap number 2. It's better. 15.981. 15981 for Alex Smolders. And now, Dave Blaney, Sim Team driver, Michael Sheridan in the 15. Sheridan utilizing that outside line. Lap number 1 in the books, 16.081. Winding down here in qualifications, only 2 cars after Sheridan. Sheridan going to better his time on lap 2, 16.019, 20th quick for Michael Sheridan. And now it's Zardul himself. Driver of the 32, William Duvall II. Crossing the line here for lap number 1. 16.440 for William Duvall. Going to be looking to better that time here on lap number 2. I think that car might have run out of fuel there for lap number 2. Trying to squeeze as little weight into that thing as possible. That's going to be it for William Duvall. 30th quick right now. And final qualifier in the 121, it is Brian Johnson. Lap number 1 for Mr. Johnson, 16.565. Already into turn number 3. We'll see what he's got here. Final qualifier about to cross the line. Not going to be better on lap number 2. So 31st quick for Johnson. And that is it for qualifications. Thank you, T-Butt. Appreciate that, my friend. We're thanking the maker that we're not having any internet issues tonight. I call my internet company constantly because they like to throttle my internet. They know, I know they know that I normally do these streams on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I don't think they were prepared for a Monday stream, and last night's was absolutely frustrating. Zardul, did you run that bad boy out of fuel there coming to the line? So qualifications is in the books. We will be moving on to the heat races here momentarily. That's what I thought, yep. So there you see the checkered flag for qualifications. Heat race number 1. Going to take to the track here momentarily. Yeah, this is a hot field here, Peyton. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us here tonight, whether you are on twitch.tv/elbowsuptv or the DOB Facebook page or the DOB YouTube as well. Had an update to my software, and for some reason it only tells me that there are 2 of you out there, which I know is a lie because I've got 4 or 5 of you chatting in the chat, so I have no idea. Does not matter. I appreciate each and every one of you. 31 cars tonight, Peyton. which makes for 61 total entries for the entire event. We had 90 signed up and 61 turned laps. So still, a lot of guys going to be on the outside looking in when we get to Thursday night's feature. Let's talk about our starting lineup. On the pole in the 21, Weston Newell's picked to win the whole damn thing, Tyler Henselman. Outside of him, Zane Scott in the Team SETI machine. His teammate Mason Hannigan inside row number 2, with Dylan Workman to his outside. Jacob Fields and Bryce Bailey make up row number 3, and rounding out your field is the Kinzer Sim team number 5 of Braden Eiler and the Black Diamond 80 of Josh Steinke. So, 10 laps the distance. Top 4 will advance. Everybody racing for points here. They scored points in qualifying. They're also going to score points for their heat race finish. Here we go off of turn number 4. Tyler Henselman gives them green. Zane Scott with a really good start on the outside. He's got a run off of turn number 2 on Henselman. Goes to the bottom of the track. Scott with the slide job. Can he make it stick? Henselman trying to fight back. Not going to happen. Zane Scott to the race lead. Now Mason Hannigan looking to follow him through. Henselman leaves him room. Not a whole lot of room. Them boys got a little squirrely there. Now Dylan Workman. Oh, problems for Workman. I think he got sideways and then made contact, which made it worse. Workman all the way back to 8th. Really tough. Small, I say small, really tough event there for him. Behind him, Henselman getting swallowed up by Jacob Fields and Josh Steinke. Now Bryce Bailey 3 wide with Henselman. Bailey right there in the middle of Steinke and Eiler trying to do what he can. Top 4 advance. Eiler was in 4th before that little slider went awry. Now Joshua Steinke holding down 4th spot, and he is trying to take away 3rd from Jacob Fields. Every position scores you more points. You want to be in the top 16 of points when you get to Thursday night. That'll lock you in automatically, and you don't have to worry about running Wednesday night, and you don't have to worry about the alphabet soup on Thursday night. But only 16 drivers going to get that privilege. Everybody else has some work to do, and the best way to find yourself in that top 16 after a good qualifying run would be to get up front in your heat. Not easy, considering it's a complete invert. Bryce Bailey still working on Braden Eiler. Eiler was up there fighting for those transfer spots. Dylan Workman trying to work his way back forward after his moment there that knocked him back to 8th. He is in 6th or 7th right now. Bryce Bailey holding down 6th spot. Steinke has caught Fields. He's working the bottom of the track. White flag is out. Zane Scott, still your race leader. Mason Hannigan right there. Mason to the bottom of the track. Cannot hold it. Zane Scott's going to take victory. Mason Hannigan in 2nd. 3rd, Jacob Fields. And Joshua Steinke will earn the final transfer spot in heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 coming online now. 4 heat races in total here tonight. Everybody loaded in, so we will start rolling here momentarily. On the pole in the 32, it is William Duvall II, and to his outside, In the 7, it's Josh Close. Ryan Pace in the 908 inside row number 2 with Alex Smolders in the 211. Nathan Davis and Adam Elby make up row number 3. And rounding out your field is the 38 of Brett Strickler and the 25 of Kevin Click. So we will be going green next time by for 10 laps. Top 4 will advance. There were 200 points on the line for qualifications. And then every position that you went back from fast qualifier lost 2 points. Only 100 points on the line for the heat races. And then there will be 200 points on the line for the feature tonight as well. Tomorrow night's event will be for the people that are not locked in to Thursday night and gives people the chance to gamble for 4 starting spots. But right now, we are green in heat race number 2. William Duvall got a great start. Car pushing up to the outside, but right now holding down the lead in front of Josh Close. Alex Smolders right there on the back bumper of the 7. The 908 of Ryan Pace trying that slide job. Wow, we're 3 wide for the race lead. Smolders on the bottom, close through the middle. Duvall trying to hold on to that top spot, and he does. The outside working for Duvall right now. Zardul the Great showing his worth out front in heat race number 2. Alex Smolders trying to take it away. Josh Close right there as well. Smolders now with the slide job. Duvall going to try the over-under. He's got a chance to attack here in turn 1. Going to stay in the bottom of the racetrack. That's going to allow Smolders to go around. Here comes Pace. Those 2 cars make contact down the backstretch. Pace gets the worst of it. He's going to drop back to 8th. Zardul holds on to that spot. Josh Close. You can see Pace into the wall there off of turn 4 as well. Ooh, now 1 car in the wall. Nathan Davis. That car came back on all 4s. But not before bringing out the caution. Let's see what we got here. Down into turn 1. Big slider from Brett Strickler. I think old Mr. Strickler has claimed that caution and moved his way to the rear of the field. So Nathan Davis got the worst of it, but Brett did own up to that slider. Alex Smolders up 3 spots. Kevin Click up 5. Click started in last place. In 3rd right now, has the transfer spot that he needs. William Duvall doing what he needs to do, staying up there. Was one of the slowest qualifiers here tonight, but he's running 2nd in his heat race. He only has to finish in the top 4. But Adam Elby is outside of the top 4 right now, so he wants one of those spots. First caution flag of the evening. We're going to get back to green working lap 9. That means 2 green flag laps. Can William Duvall, the privateer, wow, problems for Alex Smolders. He is blinking at the moment. See if that's just a caution flag thing. Seems to have cleared up a little bit. Might have caused some problems for William Duvall. Can he hold on to that spot there, those transfer spots, and make his way into the A main? Here we go. Great start for Smolders. Duvall goes to the outside of the track. Kevin Click, a lane under, trying to take that 2nd spot away. He's looks like going to dive into turn 3 here. He's going to clear Duvall. White flag is out. One more lap to go. Josh Close taking the block on Adam Elby. Close sliding in. Leaves just enough room for Duvall. He's holding him off right now. Top 4 advance. Alex Smulders is going to win. Close. Down the front stretch they go. They're 3 wide. Did Elby get him? Oh, I think he did. Oh, I think Adam Elby took that spot. Close. Seemingly a little slow off of turn 4. Holding up William Duvall. I think they made a little bit of contact. And that might have cost Duvall a transfer spot. Fantastic run from Duvall to stay up front there. But I do believe the Swindell Speed Lab driver was the one that took the final transfer. Yeah, Weston, he nearly had it there. Good news is, I don't think there's going to be a C main tonight, which means the drivers in the B, you see Tyler Schell, old Gumby, playing with his teammate there, it should take 8 cars out of the B main, which gives Zardul a really good shot of making the feature. But obviously, he'd like to be locked in right now. So, Brian Johnson on pole with the Black Diamond 24 of Sean Wallenfels to his outside. John Bragman and Trey Schmidt make up row number 2, with Tyler Schell and Jeffrey Stewart, row 3. James Tiernan and Kyle Sosnowski rounding out your field. Look, we got 3 elbows up Sim Sport drivers in one heat race. I don't think that's the way them boys wanted this to go, but that's the way it's going to go. Yeah, Zardul, you're going to find out that in situations like that, you just run over the guy in front of you. They would do the same to you. But you got a good spot there. That'll be, what, outside front row for the B main? Not too bad. Top 8 going to advance, so that'll be good. Brian Johnson looking to take green here off of turn number 4. Here we go. Wow, he caught Wallenfels off guard. That backs everybody up. Tyler Schell on the inside. They're 4 wide coming off of turn 2, and it's not going to work. Bragman. Yeah, Schell got the worst of it. He's got it locked down. No caution on the speedway. Man, Schell had passed 3 or 4 cars right off the bat. But that contact's setting him back. So Brian Johnson right now your race leader. Wallenfels looking to take that away. Jeffrey Stewart in 3rd, under fire from Kyle Sosnowski. Stewart's going to settle in right in front of Sosnowski there. The man on the outside looking in is the 98 of James Tiernan. Diving down off the bottom there off of turn 4. He's going to take 4th place away from Jeffrey Stewart. Wallenfels with the slide job on the race leader. Not going to stick. Brian Johnson takes that spot back. Wallenfels and Johnson battling it out. Now Sosnowski in 3rd. Johnson back under the 42 of Wallenfels. This time he's got to drive through the slick. He leaves room for Wallenfels. Now Sosnowski has a run on him. Moves Sean Wallenfels to the race lead. Brian Johnson side by side with James Tiernan. A little bit of contact. Johnson, oh, and he's going to get a little bit of contact off the 72 as well. I don't think Jeffrey Stewart expected him to be that slow, but it was the contact from Tiernan off the wall that put him to the inside of the track and into the path of the 72. Problem for Brian is that now he's running in 5th spot. Tyler Schell still out there making laps, but that car way back after the contact early on. Wallenfels on the cushion. In the lead right now. Sosnowski and Tiernan running him down. Two laps to go. Now the white flag is out. Tiernan taking a move to the inside. He's going to slide up in front of Sosnowski. Sosnowski hit the fence, but he was able to straighten it out. Third place for Sosnowski. Wallenfeld's going to win over Tiernan. Jeffrey Stewart going to take the final transfer spot in fourth. Yeah, the high line gets a little rough here at Knoxville. I'll tell you, you're going to see one guy in this heat race that is an absolute master on the cushion here at Knoxville. Still talking about the finish of Zardul's heat race number 2. T-Butt said, I'd rather finish last than drive over someone. Yeah, that's true, and I am the same way, but when you're coming to the line like that, actually the likelihood of you crashing him is not very high. Zardul, that lift. I wonder if he went up over the left rear of Close there or shot down into Elby, who was trying to pass him. I think all three of those cars would have made contact, but they probably all three would have crossed the line before anybody else. Now, the order would have been anybody's guess. So Zardul's not using force feedback, or doesn't have force feedback, I would imagine. I know I use very low force feedback on dirt. So, starting lineup here in heat race number 4. Jason Randolph in the 47 on pole with Jonathan Lowe to his outside. Michael Sheridan and Billy Rowley, row number 2. Kendall Tucker, Craig Dunn, row 3. And rounding out your field is the man I was talking about, the master of the Knoxville cushion, Ernie Williams Jr. Let's see what these guys got here. Final heat race of the night. Hey, that $40 Walmart wheel done pretty good in heat race number 2. Randolph with a rough start. He got into the berm there on the inside. That crossed him up. He's in the lead. Sheridan and Lowe contact. Rowley's going to get some of it as well. Sheridan got the worst of it. Rowley got the most damage. We talked about that start. Randolph got a little crossed up. Looks like Dunn has some damage on the front of his car as well. He's missing the front wing, so I guess Dunn got the worst of it. But right now, Dunn is in the final transfer spot. Now his wing's back. Look at that. Front wing back for Craig Dunn. Everybody loves it when they are given a gift from the iRacing gods, and he got it. New race leader, it's Kendall Tucker in the Swindell Speed Lab machine, making a gap on Jason Randolph in second, Jonathan Lowe third. Craig Dunn in fourth. Billy Rowley still trying to run them boys down, but I think Rowley's front end is costing him some time there. Ernie Williams without a front wing as well. He caught Sheridan down the back stretch. Man, that just... you see Rowley really struggling with that car. Ernie Williams not getting the free front wing. Rowley would like another front wing, but he's still got some of it. Dunn in fourth, trying to hold off the Black Diamond 91 of Ernie Williams Jr., but Ernie Williams doing what he does best, running well at Knoxville. This heat race got all out of hand right off the start, but no cautions. These guys trying to fight their way forward as best they can. Rally, of course, spends a lot of time with us in the booth on Wednesday nights for the non-wing stuff. He always seems to have some of the worst luck. You see Williams there putting the slider in, nearly running into the 20 of low. They did make a little bit of contact. White flag going to come out this time. They're 3 wide for the transfer spot down into turn 1. Williams caught the berm. That's going to allow Lowe back around. Dunn has the 3rd spot. Now here comes Lowe back. Dunn going to come off the corner ahead of Lowe, but Lowe's taking the final transfer as Kendall Tucker will win. Jason Randolph 2nd. And Craig Dunn 3rd in heat race number 4. And now we move in to our B main. Hey, Sean, how's it going? We're getting to the meat and potatoes here. Oh, my gosh, there's a hell of a lot of good cars. Oh, wow. We talked about the B main giving you a lot of chances to make it into the feature. Yes, we are taking 8 out of the 15 cars that are going to do battle right here. But listen to some of the 8 or the 15 cars. Braden Eiler, Ernie Williams Jr., Brett Strickler, Billy Rowley, Dylan Workman, Tyler Schell, Michael Sheridan, Nathan Davis. Are you kidding me? Trey Schmidt. Zardul is praying to the gods for a little bit of help in this race, and I gotta say, he's probably gonna need it. This is an A main lineup in any other race. Listen to the I ratings, okay? Tyler Schell has 7,166. Nathan Davis, 4,667. Ernie Williams, 4,000. Bryce Bailey, 4,300. 3,900 for Michael Sheridan. These are some of the best dirt iRacing drivers there are. Okay? I talk about DOB being pro level. That's not a friggin' joke, man. These are the pros right here. The best of the best. And they're in the damn B main. 10 laps to distance. I know it says 12, but it's not. It's 10. Braden Eiler, William Duvall, Brian Johnson, Ernie Williams Jr., Bryce Bailey, Brett Strickler, John Bragman, Billy Rowley, Dylan Workman, Ryan Pace, Tyler Schell, Michael Sheridan, Tyler Hintzman, Nathan Davis, and Trey Schmidt rounding out your field. We're going green this time by for 10 laps. Top 8 will advance. Eiler with a great start. Duvall with a terrible one. He's dropping back. You see Strickler. Ah, Sheridan's around. No caution. Another terrible break for Michael Sheridan as that start crossed everybody up. And now Rowley's around. And Davis plows into Schmidt. Now the caution flag gonna fly. All right, hold on a second. Let's go way back. Let's start at the start. William Duvall. You see him backed up. Davis and Sheridan got crossed up, and then Duvall gets into the fence. Now we're going to switch to Billy Rowley, who's coming out of turn 4 here. John Bragman gets crossed up. Rowley with nowhere to go. Collects Schmidt and Davis, and the caution flag flies. Let's back this up and watch the cockpit view. Here's Rowley coming off of turn 4. Williams came across the nose of Bragman, who had to check up. You can see him get out of shape. Rowley really had no opportunity to make a move there. Had Tyler Schell to the inside. So now Billy Rowley relegated to the 11th spot. Great break for Michael Sheridan, who was able to catch up to the field here. Eiler, your leader. Top 8 will advance. Right now, Tyler Henselman up 6 spots. He was able to make it through all of that madness. Ernie Williams Jr. currently sitting in 2nd. William Duvall from 2nd place on the grid, now 10th. Nathan Davis has parked his car. He is out. Trey Schmidt still out there. John Bragman still out there as well. So only 1 car out after all of that. And now we've only got a handful of laps left to determine which 8 will move on to the A main. Eiler going to give him green this time. Remember, this is a 10-lap race, not 12. Good start for Eiler. Williams looking to take that spot away. Winner of the B main will start 17th. Let's back up here. Rally working William Duvall right now. They're taking 8. 8th spot at the moment belongs to the 38 of Brett Strickler. He's got Ryan Pace behind him. And Rally behind Pace. Duvall working the bottom, still right there. Brian Johnson at the moment is in, but look, he's across the track. Sideways. He crosses up in front of Duvall and Pace. Billy Rally goes around the outside. Rally now to 7th. Bryce Bailey in 8th has the final transfer into caution waves. It's over. Trey Schmidt mixed up in the final caution. He made contact with Duvall, which brought the caution out. Michael Sheridan into the fence after the caution flag flew. So all kinds of madness here. Sheridan showing in 9th spot. So he just missed it. Braden Eiler is going to win this race. Ernie Williams Jr. 2nd. Tyler Schell making it in. Henselman, Workman, Strickler, Rally, and Bailey all will advance to the A main. What a wild B main there. You can tell as the aggression came out. Everybody knew how tight the field was, how close it was going to be. And now our field is set. And we move into the 5-minute warm-up for tonight's 25-lap feature. Rocky, I think that was for 9th. I think those 2 cars came together and the transfer spot was already decided ahead of them. Because I think it was Brian Johnson that he made contact with, not Bryce Bailey, and those cars do look nearly identical. But I don't think it was like foul play to earn the transfer spot. We are lining them up here for a 4-wide salute to the fans before we get ready to go with our 25-lap feature. Night number 2 of the DOB Advantage Xtreme Lubricants 410 Knoxville Nationals. These guys battling it out for points to earn their way into Thursday night's main event. And this is their salute to you. Appreciate everybody watching on twitch.tv/elbowsuptv. Everybody watching on the DOB Facebook and YouTube page. We love doing this. Absolutely fantastic racing that we see on a weekly basis. 3 nights a week normally, 4 nights this week. And our boys out there saluting you for hanging with us. And in mere moments, we're going to turn them loose so they can get some practice for the 25-lap main event. Let's see how this goes. Right now, Kendall Tucker, the man with the fastest lap. Working the bottom at the moment. Henselman did make it, Mr. Newell. You are still alive at the moment. Adam Elby, P2. So Swindell Speed Labs holding down the top 2 spots in our warm-up session. And it is the low line that's working for people right now. Same deal that we saw last night. But there was a point where the top line was quickest, and that was how our race leader took control of the race. Kevin Click was P3, just dropped to P6 as Mason Hannigan taking away the 2nd spot. Brett Strickler, 3rd quick. 4th, Braden Eiler. And 5th quick belongs to the 98 of James Tiernan. 25 seconds left in our warm-up session. Easy for me to say. "25 laps, 200 points to the winner." Trying to qualify for Thursday night's main event. Last night we had 1 caution flag. I wonder if we can duplicate that. Any bets over under? I got $20. Says we have more than 1 caution flag. Y'all have to split it if I lose. I will say this, though. When I make bets, all bets become null and void in the event that I am not correct. So if I lose, the bets become null and void. If I win, everybody has to pay. Just so you know, that's my normal standard bet procedure. Starting lineup for our 25-lap feature. Zane Scott on the pole, Alex Smolder second. Sean Wallenfelsen, Kendall Tucker, Mason Hannigan, Kevin Click, James Tiernan, Jason Randolph, Jacob Fields, Josh Close, Kyle Sosnowski, Craig Dunn, Joshua Steinke, Adam Elby, Jeffrey Stewart, Jonathan Lowe, Braden Eiler, Ernie Williams Jr., Tyler Schell and Tyler Henselman, Dylan Workman, Brett Strickler, and Billy Rowley, and Bryce Bailey. Tristan Garrison calling out for 3 cautions. Remember, caution flag laps do not count in this race. DJ Savage, thank you for the follow, my friend. 25 laps, 24 cars. Only one takes victory and punches their ticket into Thursday night's event. Night 2 of the DOB Advantage Xtreme Lubricants 410 Knoxville Nationals is underway. Scott out to the early lead. Alex Smolders able to hold on as he settles in at the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes Kendall Tucker up the inside. He's got Wallenfels out there boxing him in. Everybody rolling the bottom at the moment. I saw somebody get crossed up down into turn 1. Sosnowski maybe? The caution flag waves. Jeffrey Stewart was the guy that got the worst of it. Let's see what happens. He makes contact with Brett Strickler down the front stretch, so that was not a part of the problems that happened in turn 1. Let's see if we can get a different view of it. And it was not... It was Jason Randolph that had the problem. Maybe Stewart saw Randolph and tried to duck to the inside. Here's Randolph down the front stretch. I don't know if he saw that. Not sure. Caution number 1 comes early. We move our white flag lap to lap 28. That is your top 10 at the moment. Steinke up 3 spots. Light's going to go off on the pace truck. We're going green next time by. Shane Scott going to lead him down once more. This time he's got Alex Smolders to his rear bumper. Let's see what he can do here. Scott going to give him green. Rough start for Smolders. He's got Kendall Tucker all over him, but he's recovered well, holding that bottom. Kendall Tucker looking to the outside. Caution flag going to wave once more. Problem for Tyler Schell, maybe? He makes contact with somebody else. Can I get a chase view? Looks like Jason Randolph comes down the track. Those two make contact. Randolph upside down and not going to right himself. Tyler Schell relegated to the 19th spot there. Randolph out of the race. Not a whole lot of movement from what we saw last time. Everybody on the bottom of the racetrack, which is not surprising per se, but I am going to be interested to see when guys start going to the top, because there's a lot of space out there. Last night, Cole Newhoffen went from 18th to 2nd, utilizing that top lane. It was Justin Thomas who took victory. Batista. Lights out on the pace truck. Zane Scott going to give him green once more. White flag becomes lap 31. Here we go. Smolders elects to go to the high side here. Let's see what happens. See Tucker and Click on the inside, but Smolders holding his own. I do believe there's another white car behind those boys who's on the top. That's Jacob Fields. Fields in 7th, working the high side. Gets around Sosnowski and Tiernan there. Braden Eiler's on the top as well. Looks like Kendall Tucker still trying to make his way around Alex Smolders for 2nd. Now Smolders has a good run down the front. He's looking for the race lead. Tucker and Smolders putting the pressure on Zane Scott. Now Zane to the middle. Smolders takes over the race lead. Kendall Tucker still working the bottom. Alex Smolders on the high side, one of the only guys doing it, making it work at the moment, but Kendall Tucker has the bottom rolling really well, and now he's looking to take control of this race. Tucker. Let's get on board. Listen to the throttle. You can hear how easy he is on it. Looked like he had a little bit of a slip there. Contrast that to Alex Smolders. It's the long way around, but he's got the momentum up. Foot's in the gas. Right now, it's working out for Alex Smolders, and Tucker's going to try up the high side as well before we get another caution. Is that Eiler? Ooh, contact with Scott and Wallenfels collects LB, Eiler, and Steinke. That's the caution. Goodness gracious. Really rough break for Zane Scott, who started this race on the pole. Wallenfels came up the track. Steinke lost his front wing in that. A lot of good cars mixed up in that deal. White flag lap moves to lap 34 as we have our third caution of the evening. Ernie Williams Jr. up 11 spots. going to have to check in with Mr. Williams here momentarily. Now we're green. Tucker back to the bottom. Smolders on top. You can see Williams and Fields on top as well. I had a feeling that was what Williams was doing to make his way forward. James Tiernan rolling the middle. Kendall Tucker looking to go a little higher than he's been. See Williams have to cut the wheel there to miss the 39. Jacob Fields into the fence there momentarily. Mason Hannigan right there. A lot of traffic for Williams to contend with, but the slider is in. He's going to get in front of Fields. Power off of turn 2. Smolders has control of this race. Ernie Williams now in 5th. Now he's looking to do battle with Kevin Click and Mason Hannigan. He's going to pass them both in one corner. Ernie Williams Jr. into 3rd, and he's not stopping there. I do believe I was on record earlier tonight that Ernie Williams Jr. is the master of the cushion at Knoxville, and he's showing you why. I'm not saying I'm a genius, but I ain't gonna lie to you, and that Black Diamond 91 is working about as well as any other car on the racetrack right now. The slide job was in for 2nd spot, and Kendall Tucker can do nothing but watch as Ernie Williams Jr. takes control of the 2nd spot. Let's settle in with him as he sets his sights on the race leader. Look at him reel him in. That Black Diamond machine is on a rail. We got ourselves a race for the lead. Ernie Williams Jr. from way back in this field. Now, right on the back bumper of our race leader. Smolders looking at the 91 as the slider comes in. Williams to the lead. Smolders trying to fight back. He's to the inside. Slider comes in. Williams with the over-under. He's going to clear him down the front. Ernie Williams Jr. to the lead. In similar fashion to what Newhoffen did last night, Ernie Williams has charged his way forward, except he did not stop until he got the race lead. Can he hold on now as we are looking at 3 to go this time by? Lap traffic coming into play now. Smolders in 2nd, Tucker 3rd. They're caught up behind the DOB car. Williams working the top. The bottom is there. You can see Smolders is keeping pace with Williams there on the bottom. Kevin Click 4th. Jacob Fields in 5th. But we can't take our eyes off the front. White flag is out for Ernie Williams Jr. From way back in this field, he clawed his way to the front, and he's 2 corners away from a big win here on night number 2, trying to lock himself into the main event. Here he comes. Ernie Williams Jr. going to take victory in the DOB Advantage Xtreme Lubricants 410 Knoxville Nationals Night 2. His qualifying night went quite well as Black Diamond triumphs here at the virtual Knoxville Raceway. These guys going to bring it around and park on the front stretch. And we will get them into Discord here momentarily. Looks like Mr. Smolders is already here. We're going to let Ernie Williams park it and see if we can chat with him. He'll probably light up a cigarette as well. He's earned it after that race. There you have it, your top three. Ernie Williams Jr., Alex Smolders, and Kendall Tucker on the podium here on night number 2. Get everybody into Discord and do some interviews here. I gotta say, boys, a lot of love for Ernie Williams Jr. in the chat. I called it earlier. One of the absolute best here at Knoxville. So we've got Smolders and Tucker still waiting on Ernie. Now he graces us with his presence. Let's talk to the main man. Ernie, where the hell did you start in this thing? Was it like 17th?
Yep, 17th.
Goodness gracious. Come straight to the front. I must say, I went on record earlier tonight and called you one of the absolute best on the high side at the Knoxville Raceway, and you proved me to be a genius. Congratulations on that win. How does it feel to come from so far back in such a tight and packed field here tonight?
Well, it felt very, very good. I was a little down on myself a little bit. I qualified 4th, and I didn't transfer through my heat. I lost my front wing, and it kind of, I think if I had that, I probably could have got to 4th. But started out all right qualifying. Like I said, man, the guys pumped me up a little bit. I knew I had a good set. I just knew starting that deep, man, I'd have to get a little bit lucky. And there's a few cautions early, and don't get me wrong, but, you know, the guys that were leading the race, most of the last laps I passed, and I pretty much pulled away a little bit. My car was great, man. We spent a lot of time. Black Diamond Motorsports, man, when we come after races, man, this is what we do. We go to the podiums. If not, I mean, it's all about winning for us. I mean, that's what we come here to do. It's not about running B main seconds. We want to be talking as winners.
Well, and with the way that this deal works out, 200 points up for grabs in qualifying and 200 points in the feature, whereas only 100 points up for grabs in the heats. It seems like if you're going to struggle, the heat race might be the one to do it. So you made it hard on yourself, but you got a whole lot of points that should lock you into the main show on Thursday night.
Yeah, I'm hoping to be 3rd row at the deepest, 4th row. I mean, I can start 6th somewhere. I don't know where the points are going to shake out. I don't really pay no attention to yesterday's, but I feel like I'm probably going to be on that 3rd, 4th row. And I think if I could start up there, I should. If I could stay out of trouble, I feel like I should be able to at least compete. Make it hard for somebody. If I'm not going to win, I'm going to make it hard on the next guy, as hard as I can at least. You know what I mean? We all race hard. We all race clean. It's fun. And it's nice getting around them guys. You know what I mean?
So let's talk about this racetrack. Tonight, of course, with 30 cars out there, but a complete event. Seemed like the track was on the bottom early on, and you were one of the only guys on the top making it work. Now, when we get to Thursday night, it's going to be strictly a couple of mains before we get into the A main. What do you expect from that track? You think you're going to have to make any adjustments? What do you think? Is it going to be a little more tacky, or are we going to get more slick?
We got 3 setups made, so whatever the track shoots at us, we're going to definitely be prepared. And we might get a couple more going tomorrow just to cover every base and every daylight hour, whatever the admin wants to do. You know what I mean? We're going to be prepared, that's for sure. So whatever the track does, I'm not really worried about that. What I'll be worried about Thursday is making sure I can stay out of trouble, because I know there's going to be some, and maintain the line. And when the line starts to move, I got to find it. And if we could do that, I don't have no doubt the Black Diamond guys are going to be up front.
Ernie Williams Jr. and Black Diamond Motorsports prepared to do battle on Thursday night, and he's put himself in a really good position to start out front. Congratulations on the win early, and we look forward to having the privilege of watching you do battle on Thursday night.
Hey, thanks. Hey, Jay, appreciate the shout out. Thinking I was going to do good on that cushion too, man. I'm glad I proved you right. Shout out to Tim Nichols with Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. He helps out a bunch. I help him out on them simulators. So if you guys ever see us around, make sure you stop in and see. I know I've seen a bunch of guys. I don't want to start mentioning any names because I know I'm going to forget somebody, but I appreciate everybody that stopped in to the simulators last week. We had fun, and Black Diamond Motorsports, Josh Steinke, Nate Davis, Sean Wallenfels, John Batista, Jacob Fields. We all put a lot of time in today, man. I want to thank them guys for helping me out, and I know they had very good cars too, and they didn't get finishes they wanted. But all in all, good night. Congratulations on second, third, and we'll see everybody Thursday.
That's our race winner, Ernie Williams Jr. Let's move on to second place, Alex Smolders. Alex, you probably wanted a little bit more out there, but a pretty good finish here to finish second on night number 2, and you should be locked in for Thursday night.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be locked in. I figure I will be. I mean, I didn't get in very good qualifying, but I was able to pick up the win in the heat race. Yeah, end of the warm up there, I said, screw it, let's throw something at it. I made my setup for the bottom, and the first 10 laps I wasn't really able to do anything down there, so I went and tried the top, thinking I wasn't going to be able to do anything up there either, but it worked. I was able to grab the lead and jump out to a bit of a lead. Then with about 10 laps to go, my frame rate started dropping. It's tough to run the top when you don't got many frame rates, so.
That's true. Now, let's talk about that move to the top side of the track, because you were one of the first that ventured out there up front, and you were in a pretty good battle there for the race lead with Scott and the 39 of Kendall Tucker. So what was going through your mind? Were you confident that that car was going to run pretty well on the top, even though everybody was around the bottom?
I knew the top was good. I was looking at the entire race. I knew the top was good. I was just hoping it would last. And I wasn't confident. I was not confident in my car, but I knew the track was good. I was going to try it, and it stuck the first couple of corners, and I was able to get some momentum built up and pull around Zane for the lead and gap the field a little bit. Then that caution came out, and I seen Ernie coming, and I knew he was going to be tough to beat.
Well, you were one of the cars to beat in the 360 Nationals. The Kinzer Sim team put on a real show. You think we're going to see the same thing Thursday night? How do you like your guys' chances?
Well, I don't think we're as confident as Ernie was there, but we'll be there. We'll be ready. Yeah, we'll put up a fight. We won't back down. We're gonna. If we can't win, we more than likely won't be in the top 3.
Well, there you have it. Second place, Alex Smolders. Congratulations on a good finish here on night number 2, and good luck going forward to Thursday.
Thank you.
Now let's talk to third place, Kendall Tucker. Kendall, you were out there working hard the entire time, top to bottom, trying to find that special line to get around. Had some trouble getting around Zane Scott, which might have caught you out in the early goings, but clearly that car was pretty good, and a third place finish is not anything to shake a stick at.
Yeah, the car was pretty good for the most part. Just first had a game plan just to set up something for the bottom down there and just make it work. And unfortunately, it just kind of ran out of moisture down there. But you know, I'd have liked to have seen that race maybe 5 or 10 more laps. It was just getting just right to where the top was slicking off and evening out with the bottom again. So it might not look like we was catching him that much, but we was closing in right there on Alex pretty strong. And then you know, just, like I said, just a couple, maybe 5 or 10 more laps. I would have liked to have seen what I might have had for Ernie down there. So. Just congrats to him, and we'll take this finish right here and move on to Thursday.
What do you expect from Thursday? You think the track's going to be quite a bit different? You guys got any adjustments to make? You feel pretty confident in what Speed Lab is going to bring forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be probably just like it was right there at the end of the race. It just depends on all what Chris wants to do with the track. I know in the 360 National stuff, he let us go out there and rip the track up for about 15-20 minutes, and I thought that was really good for the race. And you know, it was slick top to bottom, and that mud ring right around the bottom, it's tough to run, but I really enjoy making it work, and you know, I hope that'll be there next Thursday. And if that's the case, I think we'll be up front.
It's been a good Knoxville here the first 2 nights. You got those clear, distinct top and bottom lines, and even the middle starts to come in a little bit. That's what the drivers really like to have. Give me those options, right?
Yeah, just saw the options you can have right there. The the slicker you can get it, the better the racing usually is. It just really just separates the racers just apart from each other of how slick it is, and the throttle control it takes to just keep these cars straight, and especially these 410s. They got a lot of horsepower. I'm still learning how to run these things, so it's always a good time to come out here and run this stuff.
Well, talk about that throttle control. We were on board with you there on the bottom. We saw you exhibiting it and did quite well. Top 3 finish tonight for Kendall Tucker. Congratulations and good luck going forward.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well, there you have it. That's your top 3 from tonight's event at Knoxville. We are done with the qualification nights. We move on to Wednesday night, where we will have a full event that is open for any one of the drivers not locked in to Thursday night's event. However, we know we got 16 locked in, and tomorrow night we will set positions 21 through 24. So if anybody wants to gamble the points total that they have tomorrow night, they have the ability to do so, and they will have the ability to run for 4 positions in that feature. If they do gamble tomorrow night and race, they also will have to start behind the cars that do not race tomorrow night if they happen to be outside that top 4. So it's going to be really interesting to see how many people decide to race tomorrow night and how many people decide to go ahead and keep their points and where they start in the alphabet soup on Thursday. I would expect guys like Michael Sheridan, who had bad luck all night getting caught up in crashes, is going to be one of those guys that says, to hell with it. I'm going to run Wednesday night, gamble those points because it wasn't very good anyway, and see if he can take one of those 4 spots and lock himself into Thursday night's main event. So tomorrow night's going to be very interesting going forward here in the 2019 DOB Advantage Xtreme Lubricants 410 Knoxville Nationals. And we will be back at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We hope you join us, and we appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. We were treated to a fantastic race, and tomorrow night, I am sure, will be no different. Thank you very much, and we will catch you next time.